All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining on time. I apologize for the delay. So last we looked at about the adjective endings, not adjective endings, pronouns and articles, and I hope you revised all of them. If not, you should revise them one more time, guys. This is something very basic when we talk about pronouns and articles. So you should remember all of them. And I always joke this, if I come to your house and if you're sleeping at 4 a.m. in the morning and if I throw cold water on your face, you should give me this table. Of course, you can slap me because I just threw cold water on your face in the morning, but this is how clear it should be in your head, all these tables. Okay. Now, then we also discussed these dative verbs. There is nothing called as dative verbs, but I told you that, how you can think of how you can solve this problem of dative, accusative, nominative, and so. So I told you that the subject is almost always nominative. The object can be nominative, can be accusative, can be dative, can be genitive. Are there verbs which require the object to be in genitive? Yes, but do you need them in real life? No. So let's forget about those verbs. Then let's come to when is an object nominative. Just few cases when you are using the verb sein, when you are using the verb heißen, and sometimes when you are using the verb werden. Then accusative and dative. Uh, so if you can answer, let's say if you have subject, verb, and object, and if someone only says subject and verb, and to find out what the object of the sentence is, and if you can find that with the help of what kind of question, it is accusative. If you can find that information with the help of a whom kind of a question, then it will be dative. Other way to think about is that you just make a list of all the accusative and dative verbs will not be more than 100 or 50 verbs, 50, 100. And if you know all your dative verbs, then you know almost every other verb will be accusative by default. So we discussed all this. Then I told you that learn vocabulary for your life. Just make a list of things that you can find around you, not just things. Places also. Post office, bank, ATM machine, supermarket, wherever you go. Okay. And I told you that adjectives are your friends. Learn as many as you can. Because if you know adjectives, all you need is just the verb sein and the conjugation of sein. And then you can describe almost every situation, every person, every presentation, every kind of weather, every place, if you just know the adjectives. And then we looked at the zu and ze. I told you ze is positive, zu is negative. So don't say, if I say du bist sehr gut, then then I'm so there is positive. If I say du bist so gut, then it is kind of negative, something like that. Then we did this Wechselpräpositionen. So we have like this auf, in, über, and we discussed when you can use them. And they are sometimes accusative, sometimes dative. Then I told you whenever there is some kind of motion or movement involved, they will be accusative. When there is no motion, movement involved, when there is just position, then it will be dative. Then we looked at three common verbs. So legen versus liegen. So liegen you use when it is dative, when you're describing position. Legen when you're describing some kind of movement. Guys, any questions, please ask. I'm just trying to summarize, do a recap of what all you learned last time. So stehen versus stellen, Then hängen, it's just hängen, like both are the same. And I told you these are Positionsverben. Then we looked at, I think we were doing this, this homework. By the way, if you're joining for the first time, just send me an email to this email address and I will add you to the WhatsApp group. Then we did this homework. I told you just to play this mental game of reorganizing your apartment, and just assume that there is someone, just think, for example, I think this will not happen, but let's say, I mean, I want to do it. I want to place the refrigerator in the hall next to my sofa, so that I don't have to get up for a drink when I'm watching something on Netflix or whatever. So ich stelle den Kühlschrank in das Wohnzimmer. Okay, now here it is accusative. If I am, and this one is also accusative because there is movement involved. If I'm just saying the refrigerator is in the hall, how will I say it? The refrigerator is in the hall, or it is lying in the hall, or it is standing in the hall. How will I say it, guys? Anyone?
Der Kühlschrank steht in das Wohnzimmer.
Again.
Der Kühlschrank steht in das Wohnzimmer.
No, now it will be dative because you are describing position. So in dem Wohnzimmer. Is it not clear, Rishi?
In them.
Is it clear why them and not das anymore?
Yes. Yeah.
Right? Similarly, if I say, so here, du stellst den Kühlschrank in das Wohnzimmer. Now I'm describing a movement, right? Because the Kühlschrank is somewhere else and it is supposed to be placed in the common room or the hall. Okay. So now it
Okay.
will be here, you will use this vexel preposition. Now it will be accusative. But if you are just describing a position, then it will be dative. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions about this, guys? Why I said dative and accusative? If you have questions, please ask. Otherwise, as we move on to A2 and B1, you will need this a lot. So just this is the list of vexel preposition, and learn them and try to use them. Okay, moving forward. Uh, okay, this is an optional homework. I think I was doing it for the first batch. There, because there was someone who was looking for a new apartment, and that person was telling me, can I help this person in like writing that in German? Like when you looking for a room here in Germany, you normally use this emo scout or emo this thing, and there you always have to write about you. What you do, and so that because there are many people looking for the same room, so you have to stand out. So if you're doing something like this, and this is also a good exercise in writing about yourself. Who you are, what do you do, how your life is, how much you earn, blah blah blah, and why do you want the new apartment. Okay, so this can you can easily replace new apartment with a new job. Write sentences that you might need to speak or understand when you are looking for a new job. When you are looking for a new friend, for a new company, for a new course. So you can also do this homework, and you'll say, okay, now in A1 I can do all this, yes and no. So I'm not asking you to write the grammatically correct sentences. I'm just trying to say, just say a few things. So today I was talking to this person, and that person was telling me, I'm helping that person in other sessions. That person was telling me, how do I say I go out of my house? And I said, you don't really have to say it like this. All you have to say is, I open the door, I go out, I close the door. In A1, if you can say that, it's fine. So if you want to say, I go outside my house, you may have to say, ich gehe von meinem Haus raus. But this is higher level. If you're in A1, you can say, ich mache die Tür auf, ich gehe raus, ich mache die Tür zu. It's the same thing. Okay, you can do it. You can do this homework. Let's talk about this verb finden. Okay, so finden means what? Of course, it's obvious, to find. But quite often you say, right, I find it good, I find it bad, I find it dark, I find it light. You know, when do you, for example, right now you are this shopping week going on in Germany, Black Friday and Black Week, and now I think Monday was Cyber Monday, and you still have it, right? So you must be thinking like, I find it good, I find it bad, I find it costly, I find it cheap, I find it expensive. You can say all of these things. So all you have to do is ich finde, whatever the adjective is, or not the adjective. So the adjective is over here shown, whatever the object is, and that object will be in accusative format. If I want to say, I find the washing machine expensive, how will I say? I find the washing machine expensive, how will I say it?
Ich finde die Waschmaschine teuer.
Toy, not a wash machine. Okay.
Waschmaschine.
And
Okay.
Rishi, can you give me the conjugation table for finden, please? Ich finde du.
Uh, what exactly?
Conjugation table. So ich bin, du bist, es, sie ist, wir sind. It's like this. Ich finde, du.
Du findest.
Yeah, continue.
Du findest. Sie finden. Sie findet. Ihr findet.
Okay, right. So just ich, du, es, sie, ihr, and then others are the finden, right? So guys, you can use this. Right now you can do this homework. Not now. After this, just make a list of So, uh, and this homework, they start piling up. So for example, last week, Monday, I told you, like, make a list of objects around your house, right? And once you learned, for example, if you know all the nouns of the objects that you can find in your room, in your office, then you can say, right, ich finde, whatever that object is, and use an adjective for it. This is how you learn German. You start building on it. The verb gefallen. Any example you can give me? The reason I'm asking is that people who are already in Germany may know how to say this. So I will give you the answer, but I want to see if you know what gefallen is, how you can use it as a verb, and what does it mean. Anyone? Let's see. Regina, do you want to go ahead? Wrong answers are fine, but I need answers. Okay. Then I see Veena.
Yeah, I can form a question using
Yeah, go ahead.
Gefallen. Gefallen der meiner Schuhe.
What are you trying to say?
You really like my shoes? You like my shoes?
Yeah, do you like my shoes, right? So gefallen is to like, but literally anyone knows what it means. Of course, you can check in Leo, but don't do that. I'm just like, anyone knows what literally it means, like gefallen. What does it literally mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
uh, to feel pleasant, to appear pleasant,
to appear pleasant or to appeal someone. For example, it appeals
to
to me.
please somebody.
This pitch, something like that. But of course, when you use in real life, you can use it to describe your likeness, dislikeness. You know, so normally, you know let's say if I decide, if I invite you to my house, and all you have to do is just tell me what you like and what you don't like, or then all you have to do is just name the object and then say gefällt mir nicht, blah blah gefällt mir, blah blah gefällt mir nicht. That's it. Now, but what is important is over here. So whatever you are talking about, the topic of the sentence, that will be the subject. And to whom does it does it appeal or not appeal? For example, nominative subject appeals to dative personal pronomen, personal pronomen. So here you will have the subject. For example, Vina said gefallen dir meine Schuhen. So she said gefallen, okay, and dia was here, and she used gefallen because the subject was plural, the subject was schuhen. you know if I want to say a sentence, it will be the schuhen gefallen dir. You like the shoes, or the shoes appeal to you. Okay. Now, why am I focusing on this verb is because it's used very often. Does someone know the conjugation table for gefallen? Vina, do you know the conjugation table for gefallen?
Uh, du gefällt?
No. So just use this trick. With
Mm-hmm.
do, it will always end with st.
Gefällst. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Gefälls. How do I say I like you?
Mm, ich gefällst mir.
No, no, no. Check again. What is the? So here you have to be careful. So again, you said like I like the shoes, right? So what is being liked is the subject now.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the subject? What is being liked? And what is being liked? You, not I, right? Is it clear
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I like you, then you is the subject over here. So du, gefälls, and I is the object. And what is I in dative?
Yeah.
Mia. So
Yeah.
du gefälls mir. Okay, here you have to be careful. Again, you don't really have to be careful. Just use it n number of ways, and then it's a very commonly used verb. But the reason I chose this is because this is a trick, right? If I say I like you, you can say ich mag dich. Ich mag dich. Here it makes sense. But if you want to use the verb gefallen, the object that is being liked is actually the subject. You know what I'm saying? Any questions about this, guys? Veena, is it clear?
Yes, Rohit. Yeah.
Okay. So, der schreibt, ich gefällt mir. Can you read this for me? I see Soun. I don't see the entire name. Can you please try to read this sentences for me?
The name is Sundar.
Yeah, Sundar. Yeah, go ahead. Now I see Sundar. Can you please read for me the sentences? Sundar, can you read? Okay, no problem. Suraj, you there? Can you read?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Der Schreibtisch gefällt mir, der Schreibtisch gefällt mir nicht, der Schreibtisch gefällt uns, gefällt euch die Präsentation,
No, no, no. Read it like a German.
gefällt euch die
No, no, no. This word, this
Präsentation,
word,
which word?
this word. Presentation. How do you read this?
Präsent, Präsentation,
Yeah, presentation.
Präsentation.
Okay, but in real life, at least in my professional circle, we don't say the entire. We just say praise. Okay, in exam say the entire word, but like normally we just say praise. You know, Hastudi praise, Kastudi praise is chicken. Okay, guys, I think it's very clear to you. You know, do gefällt mir. You will see this in romantic movies, or whenever someone is saying I like you or you like me, or do you like me? For example, uh, gefalle ich dir? Do you like me? Something like that. Or I like you. Du gefällst mir. So let's continue. Any questions, guys, over here? Okay. If nothing, just remember this. Das gefällt mir nicht. Just learn to say this one. And you can always replace das with whatever the object that you are talking about. But that will be the subject and not the object. So this is it's kind of counterintuitive. Okay. The verb, the noun gefallen. Suraj, can you please read this sentence for me?
Kannst du mir einen Gefallen tun?
What does it mean? If you know, or if you can take a guess?
Uh, can you tell me?
No. Let's say,
Can
Suraj.
you tell me what you like? Or
No, no, it's not that. Anyone else? Rishi, wait, I know you know. Anyone else? Let me see. Anyone else knows the meaning? Swati, do you by chance know the meaning?
I think, can you help me in one?
Yeah,
Can you
it's
do
something like
help?
helping, but it's kind of like, let's say if I need help from you, what do we normally say?
kannst du bitte helfen?
Yes, let's say if I come for let's say if I come and ask you for money, what I might say?
Favor.
Correct,
So,
favor. So can you do me a favor? So gefallen is favor. Okay. And it's very obvious. The reason I chose this is because the meaning changes. Normally it doesn't normally if you convert a verb to a noun, the meaning does not change that much. But here for some reason the meaning changes completely. So kannst du mir einen Gefallen tun? Again, gefallen is der Gefallen. And I think it's obvious why it is mir, for example, and why this is accusative. So if I say kannst du mir blah blah tun, your question will be what? What should I do? Then it will be accusative. If I say, kannst du einen Gefallen tun? You'll say, yes, I can do a favor, but to whom should I do the favor? So to whom? That's why dative. Kannst du mir einen Gefallen tun? You can replace me. Can you do her a favor? If I want to say, can you do her a favor? How will I say? Instead of Mia, what will I have over there? Rishi. Rishi, do you know the answer? How do I say? How if I want to say her? What will I have over here? So Z is she in accusative. Z is what?
Uh, Accusative dative. In accusative, it's Z. In dative, it's ear.
No, just yeah. So accusative it is still Z. In accusative so it will be kannst du ihr einen Gefallen tun. If it is like him, it will be ihn. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can also say, can you do yourself a favor? If I want to say yourself, what will I have over here? Assuming I can be informal and I'm talking to just one person.
Zish.
No, dia. Why is this? This is something else. You still have to stick to dative.
Doesn't Zish mean self,
Yeah, but
oneself?
that is only when you are that has a reflexive pronomen and you use that only with reflexive verbs. Okay,
Okay.
gefallen is not a reflexive verb.
Uh, then it is dear. Du
Yeah,
kannst
dia.
dir einen Gefallen
That's
tun.
dia and gefallen. Sometimes you say, do yourself a favor and don't come in front of me. They have this. Let's say when two people are fighting and the other person still wants to patch up, and the other person keeps approaching, and the person will say, "No, do yourself a favor, don't come in front of me, otherwise I will hit you." Tu mir eingefallen, or tu dir eingefallen, bitte stör mich nie wieder. You can say this things like that. uh, Please rewrite the sentence for each personal pronoun, mia, dia, euch, anything else, then replace do with something else, and then see how the cons will change. If I have ia over here instead of do, what will I have over here, Suraj?
Um,
Ich kann, du kannst, er ist sie.
can can't.
No, er ist sie is still can. Ihr?
Here is can't.
No, it's can't. Okay. If you don't know this, please revise. It's very important. Okay. If you forget conjugations of all the verbs, you should know conjugations of sein, haben, and all the modal verb. And if you don't know this, that means you are not serious about learning German. Sorry, Suraj. I mean, not just saying to you, to everyone. Okay. I hope you don't mind. Uh, so let's talk about pronunciation. Okay. When you learn a new language, people start focusing on learning new vocabulary. They will buy this German book, dictionary, and they will start. You can do that, but I personally feel that you don't need to learn everything. If even if you can say a few things with the correct pronunciation, people will think your German is really good. Just imagine this. You are in your hometown and you are standing at a shop where where you used to go to buy something when you were a kid. When your mother said, go and get some milk, and you went to that shop. Imagine and let's say, for example, I don't look like a person who is from your state. I have a different appearance, and it means that I am a foreigner. Okay, and I come there, and if I can just say to that shop owner, can I get some milk, or do you sell milk? And if I just say this one sentence with the correct pronunciation in your language, you will be surprised, right? You will think, oh man, this guy knows our language. And but maybe I learned only to say that one particular thing in your language. Now you are thinking, Rohit, yes, but let's say if you come to that store, and if I start talking to you in my language, of course you're like it. I mean, I will know that you know only to say just this one particular sentence in my language. You're absolutely right. But what I'm trying to say is that even communication is, when you communicate with someone, uh, you talk and the other person talk, you listen and then they listen, something like that. But they say that the best communication you can have, let's say, if I talk to you, if you can, and they say that if you really want someone to feel that you are a very good communicator, just try to listen. You know what I'm trying to say? If you really want to think that this other person knows that you are very good at communication, if you can just listen, and if you can every now and then just nod your head and say a few things here and there, so the main point is understanding. And if you can just say a few things, what I'm trying to say, if you're in a meeting, in the other meeting the other guy is talking for 50 minutes, and maybe you talk for 10 minutes, collectively, and if you can just say these 10 things with correct grammar, with correct pronunciation, the other person will think that your German is really good, right? And what this will do, this will build your confidence, and this will help you understand that you don't really need to say everything. If you can just say a few things again and again, your German will get better. And confidence is very important when you're learning German. And to that, so grammar we covered. Let's talk about pronunciation. So again, we can like talk for like hours and hours about pronunciation. I will stick to just some important points. So we have, so here what you see, ei, these are just there's some combinations of alphabets, and I will help you understand how to pronounce these combinations. So I think we already did this, right? Ei and ie. So this is I and this is e, right? For example, arbeit, Aya, you know. So let's start with Sundar asking one more time if you can help me, if you can read these four words. Okay, no problem. Veena, go ahead.
Yeah, it's first one is I, second eins, third one Eingang, fourth Arbeit.
Right. Do you know the meanings?
Yeah, I is egg. Eins is one. Once. Eingang is entrance. And Arbeit is work.
Okay, eins is not once.
Mm,
Eins is just one.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to say just once, it will be einmal. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Uh, yes, Suraj, do you want to go here?
Uh, deep feel sieben.
Meanings?
Deep, I don't know.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Feel, of course, it's much. Sieben is
Deep
seven. Anyone else knows
is
the meaning of deep? Rishi, Veena, anyone else knows the meaning of deep? You know, so let's say, if I come to your house and instead of throwing cold water on your face at 4 a.m. in the morning, I just look at your phone and your phone is really costly and I just take it in and go away. What am I?
Robber.
thief.
Yeah, robber or a thief, right? Deep. And how do you say robbery in German? Like robbery as a noun? Okay, you don't really need to know these words, but I mean, I know this
Heist.
because I have spent. Yeah,
Heist.
heist. Yeah, heist is English, right? But it is.
Uh,
Maybe they also use in German, but Diebstahl is the word. Again, you don't need to know this. Okay, but the idea is clear, right? So this is I and not E. This is eins and not eins. This is Eingang and not Ingang. This is not Dieb. It's Dieb. Okay, Rishi, go ahead.
Bau. Grau. Blau. Schau.
Okay, be careful. He's saying "au" and not "oi." Okay, so "bau," "grau," "au," "blau," "schau." So it's "au" of cow or now. How do you say now? Cow. That's "au." That's "au." Okay, Rishi, can you also read this one?
Oi. Euro. Europa. Neu. Treu.
Okay, so there is a very fine difference between "au" and "oi." Okay, don't say "oiro." I mean, it's difficult to understand, but I hope you get the difference, right? So this is cow and not bow, it is boy. So similarly, it is, you know, bow, and you cannot say bowro. You'll have to say boyro. This is clear, right? Oiro, Europa, Noi, Troy. What is Troy? What is Troy?
I think true.
Yes and no. It's
Okay.
similar lines, but not exactly. In a relationship, the both the people should be blah blah to each other,
Trust or
truthful. Okay.
truthful. Okay.
Again, the meaning may change here and there, but this is what, for example, du bist mir treu gewesen. You were truthful to me, something like that. Uh, then the next one, this is TSCH, TSCH. Now, it's like, how do you say which or switch, right? That ch, okay? That ch of which or switch, it is that. So, anyone wants to read apart from Veena, Suraj, and Rishi? If you participate, you learn. Otherwise, there's not much in these sessions. Anyone wants to go? Apart from Suraj, Rishi, let me just check if I can ask someone. You don't have to participate. I will ask just so that because I need to ask. Uh, Angana, Pine, do you want to read?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So it would be like Deutsch, Deutschland, Dolmetscher.
Okay. Can you read loudly because I can't really figure out if you're pronouncing correctly or not.
Yeah, it would be like Deutsch, Deutschland, Dolmetscher.
I think there is a mistake. I can't figure out exactly what is the mistake, but I think you are not saying ch, you are saying sh, you're saying Deutsch. Or is it, or am I
Uh,
hearing it incorrectly? So ch, Deutsch, Deutschland, Dolmetscher.
okay, okay.
Okay, sure, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, if you know, I mean, these two are obvious: German, Germany, and this one.
Yes. No, actually, I don't know the meaning of this.
No problem. Anyone else knows the meaning? You don't have to know it, but if you know, I will be happy. Anyone else knows the meaning of Dolmetscher?
Just now I looked up. It's interpreter.
Yeah, interpreter, right? So whenever presidents and prime ministers of two countries meet each other, there is always this person, behind them, who is translating everything. So not translator, it is interpreter. There is a difference. Okay, translator is übersetzer, and there is a difference between dolmetsch, like interpreter and translator. There is a difference. Next one is SCH. Be careful. Now it is not, this is the difference. So this one, so here you have te SCH. Now you will only see combinations of SCH. Now you'll ask, okay, so yeah, I also see SCH over here. Yes, but you also see te over here. That's why the pronunciation changes. So you will have words where you will see this combination SCH. It is like sure of show. Okay, sure, not sir. Sure of show. For example, education. Sure. Okay. Let me see if I can ask someone to read. You don't have to read, but I just my, how do you say? I should ask, otherwise it's not fair. Srinivas, do you want to read? Srinivas, ready? Go ahead.
Yeah. Schraube, Schraubender, Schraubenreher, Scheine, Tisch, Tischler.
One more time, please. Slowly. Don't try to be fast.
Schraube, Schraubenreher, Scheine, Tisch, Tischler.
Okay. So this one is Schnee. Okay, not China, because it's so this. Think of it as like, most of you are from India, so we have this, half words. For example, we have this half words. For example, you will have sir and then ha, and then you will say sir is half and ha is full. So it is sh. You know what I'm trying to say? So think of it as like half sure and then n. So Schnee, Schnee. Is it clear what I'm saying? So Schrauber, Schraubendeher, Schnee, Tisch, Tischler. Just look at the combination. You have SCH, 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 SCH. You don't have T before them. If there was T before them, it would be Ch. But you have only this combination, so it is Sh. So Tischler and not Tischler. There's a difference. It Tisch and not Titch. Okay, there's a difference. Schnee and not Schnee. There is a difference. Questions? Is there any questions? Please ask. So I think the meanings is, I know. If you can give me the meanings, Srinivas.
Uh, First two I don't know, but Schnee is like snow, Tisch is stable, Tisha, I don't know.
Tischler.
Tischler, yeah, Tischler.
So Tischler is the guy who, I don't want to give you the exact word. Tischler is the guy who, who takes a wood, like, cuts, like if I cut a tree and give it to him, he will make furniture out of it. Okay.
You mean carpenter?
Yes. So it's always a good idea not to go for the English word. Just imagine in your head. Okay. Schnee. So anyone else? Schrauber, Schraubendeher?
Schraube is screw.
Yeah. In the next one?
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver. So Dreher is driver, Schraubendeher. If you have to guess, what is the article of Schraubendeher, if you have to guess? Because we
There.
discussed this, yeah?
There.
There, because the ending is er. Whenever the ending is er or ar, it is almost always there. So now we have sp. Okay, and sp I wrote SCH. That means for sp and st, and the pronunciation is the same as SCH. So whenever you see sp st, it is also show of show. Okay, SCH sp st. This pronunciation is show. Anyone else? I think someone was speaking in between, right? I did not. I interrupted you. Let's see if anyone else wants to read. Swati, do you want to read? Vom 4, 3, 2, 1, no? Kavilona, do you want to read?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did. It's Sport, Spanian, Spät, Spaß.
This one again, one more time.
Spanian.
And this one?
Spanian, Spaß.
Right, so it's a, not a. So
Yeah.
Sport, Spanien, Spät, Spaß. I think Sport is obvious. Sport, Spanien is the country. Spät and Spaß, it's I think it's obvious, right? Or do you not know the meanings?
sh- spät is late.
Yeah.
Spät. Yeah.
Schwas is fun. Continue if you can continue reading, no problem. Only if you want to. Then you have este. It's also SCH. Like, I mean, it's you should pronounce it like how you pronounce SCH, that is sure. So, can you
Start.
please- yeah.
Start. Student. Straße.
So it depends, where you live. At least in where I live, in Norway, whenever we have this e at the end, we say a. So we say Strasse. But I know, like for example, in Munich and other places, in Berlin also, they will say a. So they will say Strasse. But depends where you live. So you can say Strasse or Strasse. So it is not student; it is student. Okay. So it's the same as English, but pronunciation is different. Okay. Uh, let's see if I can ask someone else. No one else is left, right?
Rohit, I just have a question here.
Yeah.
Start and start. If someone is saying start or start,
Mm.
how to identify like whether they are
There is this
like
difference,
a little bit.
So when they will say start, there will be this "d" in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? When you say start, it will sound like T, and this will sound like "d."
Okay.
You just say it, and then I don't think you will do it, but if you just record yourself if you want to, you will see the difference. So
Mm-hmm.
it's start and then start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there is a good question. There is a small difference, but it gets easier with practice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Uh, for example, beard, right? There is a this that's that the of beard. That one you have to use over here. Beard, and for example, I can't think of a "t" over here. Yeah, I think that answers your question. Vinod, can you do you mind reading this again? Now we have seha. So seha can be sure or can be. So let's go with. So when you have this combination of say and ha, so there are two ways to pronounce it, and there are, like, of course, rules. So you pronounce it like as seha or like show whenever it is after the letters I, O, E, O. So E, A, O umlaut, A umlaut, U umlaut, A, U, A, E, N, L, R. And whenever you have, again, it's not after, but whenever you have this say ha an, it's always sure. Okay, Mädchen. Can you please read all these words for me, Veena?
Yeah. Ish, Shemi, Sish, Doctor, Dasher, Pusher, Wellest,
No, no, no,
Wellized.
no, no, no.
Sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead. Go
Sorry.
from the beginning. From the beginning.
Philized.
From the
Mhm.
beginning.
From the Ish, Shemi, Sish, Doctor, Dasher.
No, no. So it is Tyoster, not. So it is plural. So singular
Okay.
is doctor, plural is Tyoster.
Twister. Okay. Deutscher.
No, no. How do you read umlaut? What was the trick?
A.
Like air of air, right? How do you say air? Just remove so dash or
De.
something.
Desher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, I don't think you will ever need to say all these words, but just trying to help you understand.
Desher. Pusher. Vielleicht. Manche. Welche. Kirsche. Ma. Märchen.
Mädchen.
Märchen.
Mädchen.
Märchen. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't think you need to know this means, but do you know what this means? So you are sitting right now, right? And there is something above your head. What is it?
Roof.
Yeah. Okay. But when we say this, it's actually it's the word singular is dark. When we say dark, we consider the outside part, not the inside part. So not exactly what's above your head. So above your head you have roof, and then you have this like inches of wall, and the outside that we call as dark. Okay. Vielleicht is maybe. Uh, this is daughters plural. I don't know why I wrote this example. It doesn't make sense at all because. So I apologize for this example. This doesn't make sense. Questions?
How is that pronounced?
Which one?
Shemi.
Shemi.
The
Yeah,
second
this
one.
is Shemi. But this example does not fit in here. So this example does not. This example is actually for this one.
That's chemistry.
It's chemistry, but I'm saying like this example does not fit for this one. I mean, it
Yeah.
fits, but it's only this one. Seha. Okay, and it should have been the. I have highlighted I. I should have highlighted E instead of I. You know what I'm trying to say? Does this answer your question? The one who asked the question, like, how is it pronounced?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Shemi, right? It's Shemi, yeah.
Yeah.
So this, it's misleading. Okay, but here you learn. So Seha is sh, and IE is E. So Shemi. Now, when is Seha? So the Seke is like ik of sick, or the k. Okay, k and not k. K. Okay, k. So it's that sick, that k of sick. And when is it like this? uh, After the letters a, o, u, or a, u. Now, again, guys, I understand many of you are thinking, Rohit, do I really have to like learn all these rules? Yes and no. You can learn, but you don't have to. All you have to do is like engage yourself, like force your ears to learn German. To like just play some random German movie in the background while you are working, so that your brain understands. You can remember all these rules. You don't have to. So then you have Suraj. Can you read, please?
Uh,
Or maybe Suraj, you always have someone with you, right? Can that person read?
she's sleeping
Okay,
already.
go ahead.
Yeah. Bauch, Buch, Doctor, Hauk, Rauch.
Yeah, meanings.
Bauch is stomach.
Yeah,
Buch is
of course. Yeah.
Buch. Yeah. Doctor, daughter. Hauk. Mm, not sure.
How do you
Bauch
say
is
this,
smoke.
this building is 25 meters high, or I am 2 meters
Uh,
high? I mean, it's high. Hook. How high is it? We hook. Okay. Rauk,
Bauch is smoke.
right? Smoke. Now be careful. So here I said. Now here this is where it gets interesting, right? So here we have doctor, and we say doctor. K. If I go back, this was Tjöster. Okay, this is why it gets important. Now, in real life, if you say Tjöchter and if you say Toaster, it's not a big deal, but it's nice if you don't do that. Okay, let's talk about Seha S. So, Suraj, you can continue reading, no problem.
CH. Okay. So Fuchs, Wuchs, Wax,
Yeah, meanings.
Fox,
Yeah, I
uh,
think so. Yes, yeah.
Wuchs. Not sure.
Yeah, even I'm not sure what it means, but I think it has something to do with like grow, but don't need to. But I think what is important is that I think these are like parts of some bigger words. You don't have to do it. So Vax will be Wachstum. It's like growth of a company. Wachstum der Firma. Wuchs, or just check. I can't really think of what they mean. At least right now, off the top of my head. So this Seha S is X. Okay. Now we have the stay EON left. Veena, do you want to read?
Yeah. Definition.
No,
Sorry.
no, no, no. Read the hint. Eon of neon.
Neon. Okay.
Right?
Definition.
No, no. Definition. Eon.
Okay.
Definition.
Definition. Okay.
Not ch. S. Definition. S. S.
Okay. Definition.
No,
Okay.
no, not ch. S. Sion. Definition.
Definition.
Okay, so I still hear sh from you. It is s. Go ahead, no problem.
Okay. Demonstration.
No, no.
Station.
Demonstration.
Demonstration.
No, no, no. Demonstration. Like demonstration.
Demonstration. Emotion.
No, not shun, eon. So how you say neon, right? That eon. So
Emotion,
eon. Yeah.
emotion,
So
information.
still no, you're not reading correctly. Let's see if someone else can read. Suraj, do you want to go ahead?
Oh, yeah. Mm, Definition, demonstration, emotion, information, generation.
So yes, better, but not exactly. So this is how you read it. It's difficult to understand, explain, but very easy to understand. Definition, demonstration, emotion, information, generation, definition, demonstration. Try to practice them, guys. Uh, and it is, as I said, it's difficult to explain. I mean, so this it should be like sion, definition, demonstration, emotion. So you have the, and then you have like definition, like the and then sion, definition, demonstration, emotion. Is it clear what is happening over here? Swati, do you want to read? Just want to make sure.
Uh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Definition, demonstration, emos, emos, emotion, information, generation,
No, so,
generation.
no, gay, it is generation, gay
Oh,
actually
sorry,
in English.
generation.
Yeah, generation. You can think like the old generation, new generation is like good for nothing. The neue Generation is also gut für nix. This was all about pronunciations, guys. Again, there are so many rules. You can go through them whenever you want. I mean, if you want, you can take a screenshot. I don't mind. But what is more important is that you try to read something. Even if you read it wrong, it's fine. And so there are two options. Either you can try to mug up these rules, or you can just listen something in German. What do you listen in German? I told you that you can just make a list of 10 movies or series that you can binge watch again and again. Of course, movies from your own language, movies that you have already seen. For example, some people have seen Friends, some people have seen Harry Potter, some people like watching Breaking Bad, some people like watching some Bollywood movie. It's still fine, and whatever you like to watch. Then you make this list of 10 favorite movies that you can watch again and again, and then see if they are available on the streaming platform that you use, like Netflix, Prime, or any other thing that you use, in German audio. Okay, just find the same, just check out of these 10 which are available for you to watch in German audio, and then start doing it. Every day watch half an hour the same scene again and again, and do not use subtitles. Okay, do not use subtitles. You don't need subtitles. It's your favorite movie. Why do you not know what they are talking about? Okay, so again, your favorite movies, don't watch with something new you have no idea. One more, again, not want to get into this motivating you, but this is this. So when you start learning German, you feel bad whenever you make a mistake. You think your German is bad whenever you make a mistake. This is not a healthy way to learn German or to learn anything. You should think your German is getting better whenever you can say something new in German. For example, today you learned. For example, you might be thinking, okay, I learned this. I know how to say this, but I'm not able to say it. So don't just beat yourself. Just think that you learned something new, and maybe in future you will know exactly how to say it. So this is what I call a change in perspective. So you don't think your German is bad whenever you make a mistake. Instead, you think you learn something new. Okay, guys, any questions, please ask. Okay, no need to, any questions you have, feel free to ask. So, I say that the best way to learn German is to start journaling your day in German. For example, if and why do I say, if you can just talk about everything that you do from morning 7 a.m. to the night time you fall asleep, if you know the German verb for that, your German is actually good enough for you. So you can start. You can just write in English. For example, I wake up, I get ready, I boil water, I pour the water in a cup, I add coffee powder, I keep the cup on the window. This is my mornings. Okay, I drink coffee. Mostly, I drink black coffee. On some days, I drink coffee with milk. I take the trash out. I come back home. I clean my work table. I turn my laptop on. I work. I read emails and blah blah blah. If you can just start saying these things in German. Anyone knows how to say these things in German? How do I say I wake up? How do I say I wake up, guys? Yeah, go ahead, Rishi.
Ich stehe aus.
Stay.
Sorry, one more time.
Ich stehe aus.
Not aus. If you say ich stehe aus, it means something very bad. Auf. Ich stehe
Auf.
auf.
Ja.
That's correct. Ich stehe auf. How do I say I get ready?
Ich stehe an.
No, ich stehe an will be you get no. Now, okay, let's forget about. How do I say I boil? I boil water. You
Ich brate Wasser.
sorry?
Ich brate Wasser.
No, braten is something else. What is braten, guys?
Okay. Yeah, braten is frying.
Frying.
Ich koche Wasser.
Yeah, ich koche Wasser. Again, ich koche Wasser. Again, these are basic things you should know. How do I say I add coffee powder or I add blah blah? You should know all these things. This is obvious. This was part of your homework, like homework of all the last 6 7 sessions. Anyone? How to add, or let's say I add, spices. Okay,
Das ist
hinzufügen. Verb is
ein
yeah,
trennbarer Verb starting with hin.
yeah, it's hinzufügen.
Ja, hinzufügen.
So ich füge blah blah hinzu. What is coffee powder, guys, or any kind of powder?
Oder
No,
Pulver.
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 Yeah, but don't really have to say, just say ich füge Kaffee hinzu. Okay, how do you say I drink? It's obvious, I drink coffee. How do you say I drink black? Okay, how do you say mostly? It's an adjective.
Vielleicht.
No, vielleicht means what, guys?
perhaps.
Maybe.
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 Vielleicht is maybe. What is mostly? Come on, you should know this. Meistens.
Meistens.
Okay, meistens. Okay.
Does maximale also work here?
No, maximal will be it will be like, for example, maximal is like it is something else. Let me think of it is always like there is always a number associated with maximal.
Okay.
So it's something else. Maximal 100 euro. Something like that. Yeah. But even there it is not correct. It needs more context. How do I say I clean something? Or just tell me, how do I say I turn my laptop on? How do you say turn something on? Turn laptop on, turn light on, turn the heater on, turn the gas on, turn the tap on.
Einschalten.
Yeah.
Einschalten.
Einschalten. Sentence, please.
Ich einschalten.
No, it is a trennbare verb. Careful, Meena.
Okay.
So if it's a trennbare verb, you take the prefix and you push it to the last position, and you only conjugate the rest of the verb.
Ich installten meine Laptop ein.
So ich schalte mein Laptop ein.
Okay.
And laptop can be there or thus. So if it is there, then what will it be? It will be schalte mein. That's it. Mine or something else. If tell me. So will it be
Mine.
accusative? It's accusative right now. Yes or no, Veena?
Ja.
So
Mine.
it will be mine, right?
I'm confused whether it is mine or minen.
It's mine. Accusative is mine. Dative will be mine. Let me go back, guys. This is very important. Okay. Where were the tables? Guys, we did all this thing, right? You should know all these things. So you have here you have definite articles. Here you have negations article. Here you have unbestimmt article. Then you have this possessive article, right? Then we go for mine, and mine is So as I said, nominative is easy. Mine, minor, mine, minor. Accusative only masculine changes. Mine becomes minen. The others remain the same. In dative, masculine and neutrum, minem, minem, feminine, minor, plural, minen. Again, as I said, you should pass the 4 a.m. test. You should know this like the back of your hand. It should be that obvious to you. Otherwise, you should really think if you're doing the homework or not. Okay, let me again go into slideshow mode. We have only 3 minutes left. We'll continue. How do I say I read emails, I send emails? Read is obvious, laser. Send,
Ishika emails.
yeah, shika emails. That's it. How do I say I cook dinner? Cook is obvious. You can tell me I cook, I don't know, whatever else. I cook laptop. Just tell me, how do you say?
Ich koche Abendessen.
Correct. Ich koche Abendessen, right? I buy fruits and vegetables. So ich kaufe.
Ich kaufe Obst und Gemüse.
Okay. So it's not O, it's O. Obst and Ungemüse.
Okay.
Okay. Obst und Gemüse. Hmm. So these are, so as I said, it's best if you can journal your day in German, but you don't really have to. If you do it, like, what you can do is, you can just think about your day. You can think about your day, and you can think about that meeting which is very important, where you're supposed to speak in German. Just try to write about that. What all happens in that meeting, and see if you can write that in German. Of course, you will not be able to write everything, but see whatever you can write. You have a doctor's appointment. How do I say I have stomach ache? If I go to a doctor, I have stomach ache. How to say I have?
Schab,
Ich habe. How do you say
Shaba.
stomach ache or headache?
Bauchschmerzen,
Bauchschmerzen, Kopfschmerzen, something like that. How, think about, let's say if you buy something from IKEA, and the good thing is you can always return if you don't damage it. What exactly are you supposed to say? For example, you will say, I bought this, I don't like it, I want to give it back. Can I get my money back? These are very simple things that you can say. You can say all these things if you have been paying attention and doing the homework. If you have kids and if you go to your kids' school, think of what kind of interaction you have with your teachers. The teachers of your students.